I would call it in 10 years, did you get 3-4 titles? If you got the bulk of the 10 years, if you got the most titles within that time frame, to me, that's a dynasty.
That works.
Right? Because you at this point, you got the most titles in that decade. So if you can get the most titles in that decade, you're a dynasty. You know, maybe a couple back-to-backs. It don't need to be a three-peat. There's only been 2 teams really do that. 3 teams to do that. So that I'm not counting that. But similar, like almost like the Golden State Warriors, but they had a little bit more of a gap. What was it? 2015, then 2017, 2018. That was like 3 titles. Then he won again in 2022. Was it 2022?
Golden State won 2022. Yep.
All right, so that's 4 titles in 10 years.
Yeah.
So I would consider that more of a dynasty. They got 4 titles out of that 10-year span. Yeah. And then the finals trips. So if you're able to get there over and over and over, and you're able to win 3, 4, 5 championships, to me, that's a dynasty.
If you're watching here on YouTube, make sure you go ahead, click that subscribe, that like, that notification bell. Make sure you're kept up to date whenever we drop new content on the channel. If you want the audio only version of the podcast, open up your audio podcast platform, hit the search bar, type in The Format Podcast. We should come right up. If you're enjoying the content, make sure you give us a like, leave us a 5-star review, and drop a comment. All that stuff helps us rise in the algorithm, helps us find more sports fans, helps more sports fans find us. Make sure you write it down, put it in your phone, make a note of it. The Format Podcast is live Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern. And finally, if you're really and truly enjoying the content we're delivering you, make sure you hit that join button. There's going to be exclusive content here just for you. All right, so let's get to the last topic, y'all, before we get out of here and I take my break before I got to pop up somewhere else later. Let's talk a little bit about NFL collusion. I thought this was a very interesting story. Right. This is something that I had actually talked about with some of my other guys on another sports thread that I'm on. And, we were discussing this. So I thought it was very interesting that it came up. So Pablo Torre, the guy, I got a lot of respect for him as a journalist, award-winning journalist, the same guy who basically exposed LeBron for not being at Kobe's funeral. Yeah, you already know. But Pablo Torre,
And then that got debunked, but
no, it didn't.
It did.
No, it didn't. But we'll talk
Press
about
and
that.
Everybody confirmed that he was there, bro. I mean, you gonna listen to one guy? You gonna listen to a team?
No,
of people?
We'll talk about that after. This is not that topic.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so Pablo Torre was discussing the NFL collusion, and I thought this was pretty interesting. So let's go ahead and listen to that. So a lot of it had to do with a couple of years ago. What's my guy's name? Deshaun Watson. After he left Houston and he came to the Cleveland Browns, he got the fully guaranteed 5-year, $230 million contract. And a lot of owners were not at all happy with that. So we got a clip. Pablo Torre, actually, he talked about it at length on his show, but we got the interview from when he was on the Dan Patrick show earlier today. And we are going to talk about that. Okay. We'll go ahead and play that for it. So we'll play it and we'll listen to it.
He's Pablo Torre. And he is a contributor to Pardon the Interruption. Of course, Pablo Torre Finds Out, Meadowlark Media podcast. He took time out from Bill Belichick to spend a little time with the NFL. And now I want you to dumb this down, though, Pablo. Okay? And just so our audience knows exactly what the NFL, are they guilty of or being accused of?
They are being accused of quite a bit. They are guilty, and that is, I'll use that word sort of conversationally here.
Okay.
They were found by the arbitrator to have attempted to collude with the 32 NFL teams. We have extensive documentation now. By the way, hello, thank you for having me. This is a 61-page document that has been suppressed by both the league, the owners, and the union. Wow. In which there's a treasure trove, Dan. And there's just one bit of vocabulary that I want to do at the top, which is expedited discovery. What does this mean? It means that you get all of the texts the emails, the documents, the private messages, the slideshows, all of the secret stuff from owners, players, agents, executives. It's the treasure trove. And so the question of there's a treasure trove, there's a finding that the NFL encouraged the owners to collude to prevent the next Deshaun Watson contract. You'll recall that was fully guaranteed, unprecedented. They wanted to stop Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray. That same summer of 2022, they wanted to stop that from happening. So into all of this, I guess I walk in and I'm like, oh man, I think I can get this document. And I now have a sense of why the union and the league, neither side, wanted this out there. And that was the question. Why haven't we heard about this? Well, there's a lot deeper here that explains that too.
Okay, but do you need to have a slideshow, send out a memo to not be stupid like the Cleveland Browns were with Deshaun Watson?
Great question. And so despite that, despite what seems obvious, Roger Goodell, in repeated emails with Jeff Pash, as general counsel, had this exact conversation. We need to make sure that they don't do this. And so there's this thing called the NFL Management Council, Dan, and this is a shadowy entity that I didn't understand before I reported this story. But at the league annual meetings, all right, I'll set the scene. It's Palm Beach. It's a big conference room. Into this walk the 32 owners and the representatives. At the front of the room are the head and the executives in charge of the NFL MC. And there's a slideshow presentation. And in the slides, there is written off to the side for the presenters to see the results of these emails that Roger Goodell had written back and forth with Jeff Pash, in which they wanted to spare no ambiguity as to the fact that this would be a problem if anybody else did this. So it's a great question. A horrible contract. We laughed at it at the time. And yet it's so symptomatic of the level of control and cohesion when it comes to why they didn't want to even allow the possibility that someone would be dumb enough to do this again.
So that's the first part, right? And that's crazy just to think that all these owners were openly discussing this, texting it, emailing each other about it. You would think after the Dan Snyder and all that stuff, they would learn, like, chill with the digital communications, right? If anything, meet up somewhere and talk about this stuff together.
Nobody knows about the bat phone, apparently. Bat communication. Like, bro, throwaways, stuff that you can't trace. Like, bro, y'all don't see enough spy movies. Like, bro,
y'all need to go to the hood, talk to the hustlers about how they talk without getting caught, right?
Bro, there are drug cartels that are coordinating shipments across our borders.
Right.
Not getting caught. Right. Y'all can't even keep this under wraps.
Yeah, like
all that money for nothing, bro. All that money for nothing.
Crazy.
Pay your team to get some spy guys. Get the bat phones that only operate for satellite. They don't go to no dish. Like, bro, hey man, this is secret. Because hey, you going secure? You're going secure. But it ain't recorded. It's over.
Right. Intel and counter intel. That's what it's about. But yeah, it's just crazy to think. And it's funny. I talked about this with my guys when this happened, that the rest of the owners, remember, the rest of the owners were super pissed with Jimmy Haslam, the owner of the Browns, for even making this move, right? It was like, what the hell are you doing? Because they know what one guy sees, what they see as possible with one guy, they're all coming. And Russell Wilson, as you'll hear going forward here, he was trying to get that as well. Lamar Jackson tried to get it as well. But again, these owners had basically, so the funny thing is, you'll hear as it goes on, they can't actually prove that they colluded, but, it's fair to assume they colluded, right? But they can't actually prove that a collusive act took place.
Like, we see it, but we didn't record it, so we can't prove it.
Did teams collude, or was the NFL asking them to collude?
That is the key distinction that the arbitrator drew, is that the NFL encouraged them to do it. Here are the documents, here are the emails, but they didn't have admissions on the record. And certainly they had denials from the 8 NFL owners that they had witness testimony from, that they, again, spoiler alert, that they did not sign another Deshaun Watson style contract, right? There were never guarantees like that again.
Right.
But the arbitrator could not prove that that was because the NFL had encouraged them. What we did see, though, in these documents, it's just over and over again, private text messages between the owner of the Cardinals and the owner of the Chargers, in which they are celebrating how Kyler Murray's contract was going to be not guaranteed. And how, in fact, as Michael Bidwill, the owner of the Cardinals, says, and I'll just quote this, he gets a text message from Dean Spanos.
Owner of the Chargers.
Spanos says, "Congratulations on signing Murray." Michael Bidwill says, "Thanks, Dino. These QB deals are expensive, but we limited the fully guaranteed money." I have some pretty good language.
Now, you heard that. We limited the fully guaranteed money. Because they saw that Jimmy Haslam and the Browns gave Deshaun Watson 5 years, $230. Now, as we see now, it was a terrible contract to start with because they haven't gotten anywhere near their money's worth. But what the other owners are really upset about is the trend that this could have started in terms of their star players wanting these fully guaranteed deals. But let's continue.
Thankfully, of a QB that's worth paying. Spano says in response, "Your deal helps us for our quarterback next year." And so look, everybody, Dan, the thing I'm struck by, right, as you go through all of this, and there are so many examples like this. You have the Broncos owners deliberating internally, their internal messages in which they are saying, we're not going to give Russell Wilson the guaranteed deal that he wants.
Whoa.
Of course we're not, even though he's demanding it. We have Lamar Jackson, the backstory of that deal, right? We have texts from Lamar, messages saying to the Ravens, I want a fully guaranteed deal in all caps. We now know, by the way, that thanks to this document, after they, of course, non-exclusively franchise tagged him, that was their, solution, that he got 0 offers from other teams. 0.
So real quick, with
they
Lamar,
blocked them off.
Yeah. With Lamar in this non-exclusive franchise tag, for anyone who's unaware, basically he was in a contract stalemate with the Ravens, and they allowed him to say, okay, you can go out there, see what you can get on the open market, and we'll decide if we'll match it or not. Now, Lamar Jackson, 2-time league MVP, record-breaking quarterback, one of the best to do it, and one of the best in the game today, got no offers from anywhere. Does that seem
collusion.
Just a little odd to you?
That's collusion, bro. That's collusion.
Well, let's say this, Transformer. We don't know for sure that it was collusion. It certainly appears that way. The Format Podcast is in no way accusing the NFL or any NFL owners
correct
colluding against Lamar Jackson in his contract negotiations. However, from the outside, it does appear as if collusion took place. There we
correct. Boy, our real estate agent mind kicked in when I was like, but we are not condoning. We are not accusing.
In no way.
But the MVP 0. And so the question you ask yourself is, okay, why? Was any of the encouragement in that NFL MC meeting responsible for it? The arbitrator could not certainly publicly, but did not privately feel comfortable ruling it was because of the league's guidance. And so many things can be true.
Why would the Players Association be in cahoots with this, since they would want their players to be paid as much as possible?
That's a good question.
That's the best question, right? So the NFLPA, sources at the union have always, they've dreamed of this, right? Because in this document, it's not merely the Mike Florios of the world who are yelling about this and saying, this is how they're like backstage. Trust me, you see it in 4K quality. It's been described to me, this document, as a holy grail for the union. And so why did they not want this out there? A couple of reasons, but I think the best summary to dumb it down for everybody, because there's a lot here, is that the NFL Players Association has been the product of a regime change after DeMaurice Smith, their executive director, in which J.C. Tretter, former Browns center, became the NFLPA president, 2-term president. But this same month of March 2022, by the way, he got cut from the Browns. Simultaneously, D. Smith, that same month, March 2022, says, okay, I guess I'm on the way out. J.C. Tretter decides, I'm going to run this search in a very confidential, secret way. It's going to result in this new guy, Lloyd Howell, the new executive director of the union, which is all to say that when it comes to why the union didn't act, you look to J.C. Tretter, you look to Lloyd Howell. There's a lot there in those two guys that's in this story, in this episode, But they did not want this released in part because J.C. Tretter in the document is referenced privately trashing Russell Wilson, blaming him, Russell Wilson, for not getting the fully guaranteed contract that everybody wanted him to get. To your point, of course you want the full guarantees. J.C. Tretter, president of the union, is privately insulting Russell Wilson, saying that he is the reason why we're never going to get the full guarantees again, effectively. And so if you're the president of the union who wants to be the next executive director of the union to replace the guy you handpicked to replace E. Smith, this is something that looks terrible, I have been told. And so, again, cover up, you could argue, as much as these infractions, these, I won't say crimes for legal reasons, but as much as these missteps and embarrassing things are bad, the cover up, Dan, that's always worse, right? And
again, this keeps getting back to this. Right. This keeps getting back to the same thing. No Transformer. It's like, why are these people talking over methods that can be tracked, traced, and exposed?
And you can't delete them. They're on a server.
They're on a server, right?
So if they request to talk to AT&T or Google or whatever, they can pull those files.
Yeah, y'all go have lunch, have dinner somewhere, have a steak, and talk about this face to face. Come on, man, do better.
Yeah, what they do? The pigeons. Get the pigeons, bro. That's on the pigeons.
What?
Bro,
Yeah.
the drug cartel is showing y'all so many methods on how to keep this thing hush hush. You guys are billionaires.
Yeah.
And fumbling the Oh God, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
There's no way I'm colluding over the internet, over a computer, period. That's just period, right?
Yeah.
Not on a secure line.
No.
I have to be on a secure line or a non-traceable device.
Yes.
That doesn't get back to me. We don't mention names.
No.
We don't mention none of that.
Right.
Come on, man.
Get a phone, throw that joint in the river when you're done, man.
That's it.
You got enough money.
You got to smash it
every time.
Toss it.
Take the SIM out, burn it. Yeah. No names, like you said. Just, it's crazy.
Question of why didn't you hear? It's about self-interest from individuals instead of the collective good of the players and the union, which is why this is such an insanely interesting story to me.
Before I let you go, any updates on Bill Belichick and his girlfriend?
What?
I was hoping you would ask.
That's not important. That was
okay. I'm like, what happened? What's the update?
Yeah, not important. But overall, like that to me, that because I was woke up this morning, I'm doing my usual thing, getting ready for the day. I'm scrolling my phone, catching up on the stories, reading listening to podcasts, all that. And then that was when I saw this stuff and I was like, yo, this is crazy. And what I first saw was that, basically it appears that collusion took place to keep Lamar Jackson from getting the deal that he wanted, especially to keep anyone from making an overture towards him when he was, in that free agency posture that he was in. Now, he ended up getting compensated nicely, but it's clear that these owners want nothing to do with these guys getting these fully guaranteed contracts. And the only way it's going to change realistically is if there is a work stoppage. That's the only way. The problem is the average NFL career is only like 3 years long. Yeah, so most of these guys really can't afford to do it. But, the players union keeps telling them, get your war chest together, save your money, don't be crazy with the bread, so that when this time comes, you guys are ready. But you can't do it if you don't have guys that are, able to hold out. So
this is wild. What this can fuel is lawsuits.
Yeah.
These lawsuits can come heavy.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure these players and their agents and their staff are like, oh, I'm waiting on one verdict. After that, we all coming. If they can find proof and this thing becomes the legit, there's proof that you guys were colluding against us getting these deals. Oh, them lawsuits are coming by the boatload.
Yeah.
They're coming by the boatload. So, man, something like this to get aired out, you would think somebody was either very, very sloppy, old fart, maybe 80, maybe it was Jerry. Man is like 85, 90 years old. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they were really sloppy, or somebody trying to put like, okay, y'all wanted to mess with me. Cool. I'm gonna air this whole thing out. Everybody goes down type of vibes. Right. That's what I'm getting from all this information. Yeah, everybody goes down if I go down. Right.
Right. No doubt.
You know, so boy, that's it. This is a wild story, man. You shocked me with this one. I didn't know what this one was about.
Crazy, right? Crazy.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Crazy. So that's what I got. I don't even know where to go with this or where to take it. All I know is this is one where you just got to listen to it and sit back and think, and then you also have to wonder, right? Also, although they didn't technically prove collusion, because that's hard to prove, right?
Yeah.
This looks pretty bad, and then you have to wonder, okay, how long and in how many other ways has collusion been taking place among NFL owners, right? You know, it's got to be a lot.
That's for sure.
No, Steve, Lamar is not getting mad and leaving Baltimore because Baltimore is trying to work out an extension for him right now. They're trying to get ahead of that next one. So no.
I'm pretty sure a lot of owners are going to be following suit. Like, ooh, snap, this happened.
What do you think? He's going to leave Baltimore and go to Pittsburgh? Man, stop it.
That would be a horrible move.
Lamar not doing that, man.
Oh God,
nah.
That would be such a horrible move.
That would be super vindictive.
Oh man! And then if he would have win one, Baltimore
that's not happening. That's not happening. I don't know why you out here giving Steve and Nino and Edward and these cats hope, man, because that's not gonna happen. I'm telling you that right now. It's just not. It's just not. Stop it, man.
I'm just saying, man. Hypothetically speaking, okay. If he were to leave and go to Pittsburgh and he win the Super Bowl, boy, I think I wouldn't even come on this show.
Ain't gonna happen, Cap.
Because you and G, oh man, you, G, and Bruce,
there would be no show.
It'd be no show.
There would be no show.
Yep. I'll be standing here right by myself, guys. Me and Kobe in the background, and addressing the situation and explaining why neither one of them are no longer on the show.
Yeah.
But just deleted it. Like, you know what? I'm done.
Delete the channel. That's it.
Delete the channel. This is it. Sick of this shit. This damn collusion cost us a Super Bowl.
Edward, that's not gonna happen, man. It's not gonna happen.
Oh man,
it's not even worth discussing. But yeah, that's crazy. Let's take a couple of phone calls on this, and then we'll get up out of here.
This is wild, man. This is some wild stuff.
These idiot owners keep exposing themselves by talking over unsecure methods. That's all there is to it, man.
But billions of dollars, man. Yeah, you guys got billions of dollars.
Bro, they need to talk to somebody and get SIPRnet in the crib, bro.
Call me. Y'all need tips. Hey, the Transformer is here at your service for a fee.
Right, call me, call G. Yeah.
He's like, hey, bro. Hey, we need to go secure. I need to go secure. All right, doors closed. Yeah. All right, no phones.
Yeah.
No devices. No devices in this building. Like,
we talking in a skiff.
Yeah, bro, out in the middle of the sea. Hey, a rowboat, nothing electronic, no GPS, no nothing, bro. You can't track us. Right in the middle of the water. All right.
You got a pacemaker. You got to take that out till we get back. Can't track.
We winding you down, metal detector, wires. Like, nah, bro.
Nothing.
Nah, man. These guys have obviously never seen Mission Impossible, James Bond, none of that, bro. They ain't seen none of that.
Ken, what's good, man? Been a while. How you doing?
Hey, brother. All right. I can't complain. How are you doing?
Doing all right, man. What's going on? What's your thoughts?
Hey, I had to step away, but I wanted to comment on that thing about the ring chasing and all that stuff like that LeBron James made. That's okay?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll give you a minute to cook on that. It's been a while.
Okay, I'll be really quick. Really quick. Okay. So let me tell you the folly in his logic. Okay, I saw a video recently where John Sally, he was on that Vlad TV, and he said that he played Kobe Bryant 101, and he said he never lost to him. Mm-hmm. And he played Kobe 30 or 40 times. Mind you, this is old John Sally. This is not even Detroit Pistons John Sally. Okay. I also remember Michael Beasley. I heard it from Mario Chalmers, Udonis Haslem. Mm-hmm. I think it was another guy that said that Michael Beasley used to whip LeBron James' butt in one-on-one games.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Why am I saying this? Because when we're sitting up here talking about basketball, right? Everything, whether it be MVP, scoring titles, whatever, if we're being honest, they all are team aspect. They all, you can say, you don't win MVPs unless you're on the best team, right? Or one of the best teams. Okay? Why all of a sudden we want to try to diminish and undermine winning a championship? I know why we're doing it. Well, not we, but why LeBron James and LeBron James fans is doing it is because LeBron James has failed so many times. But the point being is that now we want to try to, if we're going to make that argument that, oh, we should just look at rings as a team accomplishment, then let's do it with every aspect of at least pro basketball. Everything. You LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, two of the greatest players ever, they butt handed to them by players that really, Michael Beasley ended up being a bust, and John Sally was a career bench player. You know, that's one-on-one. That's why NBA players don't play one-on-one in the All-Star game. We talk about how much how the NBA is losing support and ground and stuff like that. You want to get the NBA have Super Bowl type numbers. Put LeBron James, Kevin Durant one-on-one in the All-Star game.
Never happened.
You're talking about a heavyweight boxing match that everybody would pay good money to see that. Why don't they want to do that? Because it's
right.
I'm sorry.
Nah, because you don't want to do that because LeBron, he doesn't possess the skill set to do it, and it'll look bad. And the league has been propping him up into something he's not for a long time, so that'll be the problem.
Right.
But listen, man.
I'm sorry.
I definitely wanted to. Did you have any thoughts on the topic, the NFL collusion topic? I got to bring you back in on this one.
Hey, no. I'm sorry. Let me get back up to speed, and I'll call right back in. I just got out of a meeting, so I just had to. I know you guys, man. You're getting so many calls; it's hard to get in. So I just had to do that. So that's all.
I appreciate
it. That's a good thing.
So
we trying, man. We trying.
Right,
Thank you so much for the support, brother.
All right, brother. Bye.
All right. Did we miss a call?
That was Kenneth, right?
Yeah, that was Ken from LA. Yo,
shout out Kenneth, man.
Yeah, man.
That man said I gotta bring back a previous show.
Yeah. That was love.
Shows that he's watching, man. That shows he's watching.
Yeah, definitely. Bruce, we see you, man. Sorry I missed you there. We was on a call. Call us back, man. There we go. What's up, Bruce? What's going on, brother?
How you feeling, man? How y'all boys doing today?
Well, we maintain it, man. We trying to, we try and bring it. We try and do what we do.
What's up with you coming in with this? What's up with you coming in with this, like, this smooth tone? Like, hey man, what's going on, brothers, man? How y'all?
Hey, man, I got many characteristics. I can get hype. I can transform like a chameleon, bro.
Me too. That's right.
Yeah, I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling today. I ain't had no sugar today. That's why.
Okay. I'm tracking.
But it was a real, man. Of course, it was collusion. You had Lamar Jackson on the chopping block, and ain't nobody won him.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, bro.
That's crazy.
That looks pretty bad.
Atlanta Falcons, and man, I don't care if you had a starting quarterback on your team. Lamar Jackson was free for the taking, and nobody offered him nothing.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
Come on, man.
There's plenty of teams that desperately need a quarterback. Desperately need a quarterback. And will pay anything.
Yes, that's the showing power of the good old boy network, bro. They do what they want to do. As far as them getting court, ball, how stupid is that? All that money y'all got court?
Thank you. Damn. Stupid. Right.
That goes to prove that you can hide nothing nowadays unless you're the cartel, like my man Transformer said.
Facts.
Gotta be the cartel.
All right.
So yes, man, come on now, man. Like, the truth always comes to the light. Come on, bro. Like, no, come on, man. Stop it, man. They was like, man, we ain't giving nobody no guarantee money no more. They do what they want to do because they got the power. But come on now. Put two and two together. Don't take a goddamn rocket scientist with 4 master's degrees that it was collusion, man. No, come on, man. Lamar Jackson was like sitting out there. Stop it. Just stop it. They had to make an example out of someone.
Yeah.
So, hey man, so what they talking about? Is this a criminal case? Is this
No.
criminal? This could go into criminal court?
No, I don't think so. It was just an investigation that they did. The arbitrator came up with this stuff, but I don't think it was a criminal. It wasn't a criminal case.
So is collusion actually a bad thing? Is it kind of wrong? Bad?
In business, it is because it costs people money. Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's collusion in our profession, in real estate. We go through collusion and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yes. I would have much to say, but come on now. Lamar Jackson's been sitting out there. Get the fuck out of here. Excuse my language.
No,
hey, man, how
no.
your boys doing
You're not wrong. I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, if anybody in the world knew Lamar Jackson had the ability to call around the league and ask for offers, half of the league is offering.
Correct.
Half of it is offering to get Lamar Jackson.
Correct.
Tell me nobody?
Yeah.
Nobody. That's
some quarterback's going to offer something.
No. Somebody's going to offer that man a ticket.
Yeah,
Hell, it might have been Cleveland. They might have been saying, man, round 2, bump it. We might get it right this time. Might get it right this time.
I knew some bullshit was coming down the pipe when all the owner was mad about the Deshaun Watson thing. People was complaining about that. They were like, well, why you want to give Lamar Jackson fully guaranteed money? He got all the guarantee money he wanted. He earned it. Well, it's the regular season. We ain't going to get into all that. I explode over here right now.
Yeah, that's what.
We ain't got long, man. So what's going on tonight? No, you got another show tonight? I heard something about you could be doing something else tonight.
Yeah. I got rocking with Laker Nation a little later, man. So
okay, y'all gonna do the draft.
I guess so. Yeah, he asked me to come by, so I'm gonna swing through. So we turn in. Yeah, so we had to make sure that we gave y'all what y'all needed too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, that's all I had to say. But hey, shout out Angel Reese, 18 and 17 last night. You know I was glad to get that in there.
I know it.
Hey, Brucey.
3 games. She's 13, 4, 27.
Yeah.
Didn't I say she was going to regret? Well, Brucey, all this, the Baltimore Steelers, all these people want.
Plenty of time left in the season, man. Plenty of time.
All right, hey, man. I'm going to check you in on the Laker Nation show, man. That's what's up, man. I'm going to tune in.
No doubt, man. Appreciate it, brother.
Peace out, Transformer, my man.
Yes, sir. All the time.
All right, chat.
All right, brother.
All right, bro.
Bruce, a wild dude.
But he's not wrong, man. If you tell me that the entire league, he got no offers.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, bro, he's great regular season. He's a 2-time MVP. The man is dynamic.
Yeah, tearing the record.
He can change your franchise.
Yes, and bring you a lot of money.
Bring you a lot of moolah. The Titans didn't want him. Atlanta didn't want him.
Like,
the Bears didn't want him.
Right.
What? No, I'll take him in Green Bay.
No, you're right.
Hey, man, did we pay Jordan Love yet? Did we? All right, well, we ain't finna pay him. We're going to go ahead and pay Lamar Jackson. He already over here.
Right.
He's right back in contention.
Yeah.
Right? Man, please. That this looks bad, man. And if it gets proven, Roger Goodell and them owners better get them checkbooks ready, because these players are going to be coming by the Brinks trucks. Beep, beep.
I know, right?
These lawsuits for the flow.
Yeah.
What are y'all doing? Like, so y'all did this on purpose. That's why we didn't get it. Okay, collusion.
Yeah.
That is a lawsuit. And 9 times out of 10, if it's proven, it's paid. It gets paid
definitely. Out. I just think that it's very difficult to prove, but I mean, they got some stuff that apparently lead them down the right path. So,
let's hope Lamar Jackson, man, leaves Baltimore, right? I guess.
No.
Oh, okay. No. Okay, my bad.
No, Edward, you're wrong. Angel Reese is only relevant because of Caitlin Clark. Stop it. All right, I'm gonna leave it right there.
That's how we end the show.
All right, y'all. Listen, I appreciate y'all being here with us. Thank you for checking in. If you haven't already, you know the drill. Like and subscribe, man. And we out.
One last thing. You did mention Joy Taylor. I'm ignoring that one. But the other thing she talked about was the superstars and what it means to be a superstar.
that's what she said. Okay.
That was a very, very excellent take by Joy Taylor. She hit it right on the nose. Huh?
Did she just steal it from Magic or what? Or she actually said something worth listening to?
No. She was talking about, what it means to be a superstar. It was right on the lines of what Magic was saying. But she was talking about the meaning of like the fear and the aura around you, the people come to see you, like the deals, all like everything matters, and it's all added up. So like, are you she used the word not dynamic. What word? I think it starts with a P. But if you remember, Eddie, what word did she say? But go back and listen to what she said. It's a quick minute or something like that. And she kind of broke it down to what it truly means to be a superstar. She was like, "You're not one of them ones." She was like, Bron, superstar, Steph, the Jordan, the Kobe. Like that superstar. Well, no matter where I go, cameras follow. No matter what I do, it's being talked about. No matter what I say, it's a conversation.
Right.
That's a superstar. So yeah, man. Shout out Joy, man. I like Joy.
I know you like Joy.
For different reasons.
I knew that. Joy and Megan McConnell. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead. Man, y'all have a good night, man. We will catch y'all next time, man. We out.
Peace.